Have you ever wondered how to approach women confidently? It's a skill that can be learned, cultivated, and honed, and it all starts with building your confidence. Confidence is more than just a state of mind, it's a practice, a way of living. It's about believing in yourself and your abilities, even when things get tough. Now let's talk about Marathon Day 2. This concept is all about extending the duration of your conversations. On the first day of the marathon, you might have focused on initiating conversations, but on the second day, the goal is to make those conversations last longer. And how do you do that? Well, there are a few strategies you can employ. First, make assumptions. This might sound counterintuitive, but making assumptions can actually stimulate conversation. For instance, if she's reading a book, you could assume she's an avid reader and ask her about her favorite authors. This can lead to a more engaging and extended conversation. Second, don't be afraid to change the subject. If the conversation is starting to fizzle out, switch gears. Ask her about her day, her hobbies, or her dreams. The key is to keep the conversation flowing and interesting. Third, reveal something about yourself. This doesn't mean you need to spill your deepest secrets, but sharing a little bit about your life can create a sense of intimacy and trust. Maybe tell her about your love for cooking or your recent backpacking trip. It's all about creating a connection, but remember, it's not just about what you say, but how you say it. Confidence is key. Speak with assurance, maintain eye contact, and smile. And most importantly, don't be afraid of rejection. Fear of rejection is simply a mindset that can be overcome. It's part of the process, and each rejection is just another step towards success. So whether you're on Marathon Day 2 or just starting your journey, remember these strategies. They will not only help you prolong your conversations, but also build your confidence. Remember, confidence is key, and fear of rejection is only a mindset. Now that we've talked about building confidence, let's move on to the practical part. How do you actually approach women? On the second day of your marathon, it's time to put your skills into action. The goal for today is simple yet challenging. Approach 2 women consecutively and engage in a conversation for at least 5 minutes. This exercise is designed to help you extend the length of your interactions and become more comfortable in conversation. Start with a simple yet effective conversation starter. For instance, you might say, "Excuse me, I noticed you standing here and I knew that if I didn't come over and say hello, I'd be kicking myself for the rest of the day." This approach is honest, direct, and shows your interest without being overbearing. As the conversation progresses, keep it playful and light-hearted. Inject humor where you can and make her laugh. A well-placed joke or witty remark can do wonders in breaking the ice and making the conversation more enjoyable. Don't forget to share a bit about yourself too. Let her get to know you. Remember, you're not there to interview her, you're there to connect with her. And finally, don't worry about the outcome. This exercise is about practice, not perfection. It's about learning to be comfortable in conversation and building your confidence. Remember, practice makes perfect. Consistency is the key to success. So you've tried approaching women, but you're still feeling those butterflies in your stomach. How can you overcome that fear? Well, let's start by acknowledging the 2 common fears men often grapple with when approaching women: the fear of rejection and the fear of running out of things to say. Both are perfectly normal, yet they can be crippling if not addressed. Firstly, the fear of rejection. It's a primal fear deeply rooted in our need to belong. But here's the thing, rejection is not about you. It's about the other person's preferences, their mood at that moment, their history. It's crucial to remember that rejection does not define you, and it's not a reflection of your worth. Next, the fear of not knowing what to say. This can be overcome by practice. Yes, practice. Much like learning to ride a bike or mastering a new language, striking up conversations with women is a skill that can be honed. The more you do it, the better you get. This brings us to action step 8. Your challenge is to approach 3 women in a row with different introductions. Variety, after all, is the spice of life. This exercise will not only help you get comfortable with initiating conversations, but also equip you with a repertoire of conversation starters. Remember, fear is just a feeling. It can't hurt you. What's important is how you react to it.